Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here in one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
Welcome to Keeping It Real with New Order. My name is Gerald Rose, President of New Order National Human Rights Organization. Please call into our show at 470-689-3832. And to my left, I have my co-host, Miss Infinity. How you doing, Miss Infinity?
I am doing wonderful, Gerald.
Okay. What you got going on? Matter of fact, what made you join the organization? Give me a background about yourself.
Background about me, I into accountability. That's one of the reasons why I joined. I'm into protecting the community, another reason why I joined, and just to come up with solutions and make a change in our community. And that's what I've been doing, and I'm glad that I'm on with New Order to make things even more smoother in our community, give a voice.
Okay.
And I'm also the ambassador of New Order.
I do want to give a shout out to my New Order family. I can't do this by myself. It's always not I, but we. Thank you for all the hard work that everybody is doing. Again, let's just keep doing the work for the people first, because my dad always told me, he said, son, if you're doing the work for the people first, your organization is going to grow. and that's what is going on. That organization is actually growing right now. So have you been keeping up what's going on with ICE and different things? And what is your opinion that happened in Minnesota?
My opinion and my perspective with the Renee Good, my opinion, I felt like she was being a typical white person. It felt like, she had rights because she was white, but not knowing that ICE don't care whether you black, white, Asian, whatever. They don't care. And unfortunately, she didn't deserve to, die like that, especially with her having kids. But I just felt like she was entitled to do what she did to get out of the situation, and the officer did what he did.
Unfortunately, I never seen that officer's life was threatened, because you could see when she pulled off, she went to the right.
Yeah.
And he shot her 3 times in the head. They could have shot the tires and stopped her, but officers are trained to actually do murder first. They kill you first, especially when it comes to our people.
Well, in my opinion, they just not officer. They remind me of the KKK. So they
Correct.
moving a little different out here. So we have to come outside with our armor of God on and just know what's out there. This is a war out there, and they not playing with nobody.
True.
Just be mindful and watch your action, because most people, how they trained, we can just have an attitude and they're going to think they are in danger.
Right.
So just be mindful.
Right. Again, please call in at 470-689-3832. We got a very special guest that's going to talk about the ongoing corruption at the Clayton County Jail, and that new order has been involved in Clayton County Jail since 2004. But this is the first time I have seen it out of control at this time. So it has to get dealt with. Things cannot happen overnight, but if we continue to stay on the path and look for justice, we will eventually get it. It's not going to happen overnight, but I just think that we stay on the path and get out the truth and the facts. Don't go off emotions, go off facts.
Right.
At the end of the tunnel, we will get victory.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, at 470-689-3832. I just want to give a quick update that my visit to Dallas, Texas. I went to Dallas, Texas, maybe about 3 weeks ago, and I had a chance to visit Jasmine Crockett's office.
Yeah.
Now, she wasn't there, but her staff was very impressed about my organization. And they like, man, you been doing this long? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, anytime that I'm in town, I got your back. So they're going to help campaign out there for her, because y'all know that she's losing in the polls now, big time.
Right.
Yeah, you can do some research on that. Did you see that?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're the one that brought that to my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's losing.
Yeah.
So we gotta. I'm hoping them people in Texas really come and vote for her, because she's losing right now. And people calling her a thug. She's already got a mean woman. Got an attitude. It's just one thing, she's not afraid of Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
She be going at him, and I love it.
If you want to make a difference, vote for her.
That's true.
If you want to make a difference, vote.
Right.
That's all I can say. Vote.
Now,
for
you familiar with Stephen A. Smith?
I'm sort of familiar with him. I don't too much really, because I feel like he's not for us in a way, but he has an opinion on everything.
Right. He say he's running for president.
What?
Yeah,
Nah, I
that's what he
ain't hear
said.
that.
Yeah, They say he's running for president.
I don't think. I think somebody else, in my opinion, should run for president, not him. Definitely not him.
Yeah. But he knows he think he knows his basketball sports. They say stick to sports, but he's thinking about running for president. Yeah, he didn't had it out with Jasmine Crockett. He didn't had it out with several people, and it's to the point now what you said that. As far as the black community, they think that he's not for us.
He's not.
He's
not. He's like, I'm gonna say Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and whoever. He's one of those type of people.
Well, what you got against Al and Jesse?
Because I felt like they wasn't with us. They had to snitch and do other things and put out people just being a snitch. And as far as I'm concerned, they could be reason
snitch.
why Dr. King not here, what happened to him and stuff. So I don't trust them. I don't trust none of them.
I respect your your opinion, because I heard some stuff about Jesse as well, and I didn't know that Al Sharpton used to be an informant. He worked for the FBI.
And he's sitting over there mad talking about I had to protect myself. But you don't have to be no snitch.
You don't gotta be.
Like, you don't just bow your way out or anything. If you get yourself in, you should be able to bow yourself out.
Right,
Yeah.
But
right.
he did get up there and say he had to protect himself, and that's why he had to be a snitch.
Right. Did you do anything different, special for the King holiday?
I just sat and did a little meditation and
Okay.
tapped into his spirit, and then
Okay.
Miss Coretta's spirit, and
Right,
then I
right.
watched his daughter do the show with T.I., and I loved everything that she said and how she represented her mother.
Yeah, right,
Very
right.
inspiration, very inspiring. I'm like, I gotta move in her footsteps because
right.
something is needed in our community. The mother has to speak, because if
Right,
the
right.
mother don't speak, the men just gonna run over everything.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I know is that Coretta Scott King was a strong black woman.
Yeah.
You know, my mom was the same way with my dad. You know, she really had his back, because my dad went through a lot. We talking about human rights back in the day when it said color and white people, and they still trying to bring that back. So people as black people, we got to wake up.
Well,
And
I ain't
Trump,
running no race, so I'm no color, so I ain't running that.
Right. When you say you know color, you not claiming to be the irate
No,
black person.
none of that. I ain't running no race. I'm peanut butter, caramel, brown skin.
That's a new one.
That's
So I'm not finna. That's another thing. Like when I try not to fill out these contracts because I'm not gonna put none of it. 'Cause that, to me, they did that. Somebody set that up for us to go check off, but that don't say that's not who I am.
Okay. Respect that.
But I'm a woman, a real one.
Right. Okay.
Nothing against the other women.
It's
but-
funny.
Right. There also this country to me is really going down. Trump pissing off every other people in their countries, because you heard about the guy that he just kidnapped from Venezuela.
Why he do that?
The president.
Trump,
No, the president. Yeah,
Why would he
kidnapped.
go
he
over
didn't
there?
even
And the
get
wife.
permission from Congress. He just made that decision to do that. And then we found out that the oil that I think
Don't
it
we
was
have enough
Iran
oil?
had bought the oil already, so he's over there trying to get their oil, and they said, "You come get it, you want to."
They've been doing that
he's
for
making
centuries.
he's making
oil.
allies
Yeah,
making
that's
them
all he's
bad.
doing. Yeah.
But
You
one
know.
thing you gotta realize that this is not a country. This is a business. This is run by a LLC, and that's why
Right.
they making a lot of money off anybody that got a birth certificate, Social Security card. They make millions and trillions of dollars, and I'm still trying to figure out how are we $1 trillion in debt when they done created the whole thing.
Right. That's true. But I know y'all coming on a little bit later, but y'all want to make some comments, before y'all actually tell your story, because
Introduce them. Tell the people who they are. You introduce me.
okay, I got you. Okay, this is the first show, you all. But I just want to introduce my guest right quick. I have Miss Antonio. What's going on, bro? And he's a part of New Order.
How you doing, Gerald? How you
going
doing?
on, man?
I'm all right, man.
Man, first of all, since you've been in the organization, man, you attend the event that we had at the governor's office.
That's
You
correct.
know, your actions is really impressing me, because you have a lot of people that join organizations, and once you join, they just sit there and just watch all the time. But you really got out in the community with us, and I really appreciate it. Just give us a little brief about yourself.
Well, Gerald, I guess I want to piggyback
He said
off
put your
of.
mic up. Uh-huh.
I guess I want to piggyback off our co-host here.
Okay.
You know, I'm a man that wants to see change,
Okay.
especially for our people.
Right.
You know, I think that change is very important.
Right.
I come from a law enforcement background.
Okay.
I've been doing criminal investigations for over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
My father used to work for the federal government, DEA.
Okay.
Mother, social worker, school teacher. So I've had a pretty good life, I want to say, in other
Right.
words.
Right.
But a lot of my friends didn't. I've seen a lot of things happen,
Mm-hmm.
especially during my law enforcement career, I've seen people get convicted for crimes that they really didn't do.
Right.
I just seen things happen, and I realized that in order to be a change,
Right.
I want to be a change for everyone.
Right. Right.
So I got in this field to be a part of the change.
Becoming the change.
Becoming the change, exactly. When I met you, I was inspired. I like to see our young black men helping the community. We don't see that no more.
Right.
And so I was very inspired by the work that you do, and I wanted to be a part of, again, that change.
Appreciate that.
I love New Orleans. I came to New Orleans, about less than a month ago.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago.
About
Ain't
2,
been
3
that long.
Yeah, not that long. But since I've became a part of the organization, I've seen what we're trying to do.
Okay.
And I think that I can be a part of helping
Gotcha.
to get more members,
Right.
to bring a change, especially with this Trump thing. We talk about Trump and ICE going on.
Right.
We're going to need as many of our young black men, our
Right.
black women to wake up.
That's right.
And I think that's just going to help,
We got to get them away from the TV and the Hollywood and the entertainment in order for them to really awaken.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the video games, I love my young black brothers.
Okay.
But what I found is I see a system where the video game, they just on the video game, they don't go out and vote. They don't.
It's the spell they cast upon our youth.
Exactly.
It is. It's definitely a
So again, I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be a part of the great order of New Order.
Well, we hope that you're in this movement for life.
New Order for life.
You gotta remember
and,
that this
I'm
thing
committed.
is-
I'm committed.
For life.
For
Yeah.
life. When we get
For
involved
life.
in something, for life. I like your personality, but
I keep saying it.
that's why I'm here. I'm not gonna take too much of your time, so I just go to the next
All right.
guest.
Now let's go to Ms. Natalie.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Gerald.
Welcome,
Thank you for
welcome.
having me here.
Okay.
And a little bit about myself. I joined the organization a little less than about a month to a little less than that. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be part of making a change. There is a lot going on. We need to make this like the biggest movement of all time.
Right.
We need people to join this
Right.
movement so that we can make a difference, and that's the only way it's going to be different if
Right,
we
right.
actually come together,
Right.
and get this going, because
Right.
at the way this world is looking right now, we're going downhill.
Yes, we are.
And it just feels like almost a repeat of what was going on back in the day,
Right.
that they're trying to bring this all back.
Right.
And again, the younger generation, they don't vote. They need to vote.
Right.
Our organization, like ourselves, we need to get the younger generation to come in, and let them know that, look, we are here for you guys. We have to do something. We have to make a change. So that's why I joined this organization. I think this is phenomenal. I'm ready. I'm gonna be here every step of the way, like I tell you all the time. Gerald, what is it that you need? Just let me
Right,
know.
right. Okay, well, we're going to have to take a break right quick. We'll be back again. This is live. We're keeping it real with New Order. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi.
Welcome back to Keeping It Real. This is Gerald Rose, president of New Order National Human Rights Organization. We are live on TV 61 and also on Roku TV and also on YouTube. I want to thank our producer for making this happen. Again, to my left in the studio, I have Miss Infinity, my co-host.
Yes. How y'all being?
All right. And to his left, we have Antonio, Attorney General for New Order. And we also have his wife, Miss Natalie, who is the resource director for the organization. Can I kind of let y'all kind of explain, what's your duty for the organization? I just need to test y'all out. What is your job duty?
My job duty is to make sure everything is positive. Everybody is focused on the mission. Everything positive. Make sure everybody is staying focused, represent positivity for the mission.
Okay.
For the most part.
Antonio?
Gerald, why would you do that to me?
I done moved you around how many times? I know I done moved you around 3 or 4 times, but you can multitask. Not wrong with that.
Hey, you know what? My goal is, like you said, to be whatever you need me to be.
Okay.
To make the organization great.
I appreciate that.
Whatever position it is, but my goal is to bring in people to the organization. One of my tasks is, I deal with Miami, the Florida location, so to try to get some new recruits in.
That's
to bring
correct.
It to the
That's correct.
Organization.
Yes.
Here. Also to help and work with our great CEO, Mr. Gerald, to bring a change to this great country, this great state, national organization. So we want to make change everywhere.
True.
Not just in Atlanta, not just in Florida.
That's true.
But wherever there's a problem. So I believe that if you have a problem where your rights have been denied or suppressed, give us a call. We're here.
Okay. Miss Natalie?
Well, my position, like you said, I'm the resource director.
Okay.
And so my job is exactly what it says. I'm the resource director. So any supplies, that's another thing that, any type of supplies that anybody's giving away that can definitely help us out. Pretty much just reaching out to the community anywhere that we can get help, raise funds, do whatever it is that we can do. Right. Any type of resources. We'll take them. We're good.
Right. Well, for more information about New Order, you could visit our website at www.nonhro.com, or you can send us an email at n1992order@yahoo.com. And just a little background about the organization, again, before we get into our guests. I have been involved in several high-profile cases. The Ahmaud Arbery case, the young man that got killed South Georgia, just jogging in the neighborhood. Of course, Sandra Bland. I didn't just look at TV. I went out there and had a press conference in front of the jail where she was murdered. And I did not leave that jail until I demanded to talk to someone. Had a chance to, I went to Memphis, Tennessee when John Morant made his first mistake. Who John Morant played for the Memphis Grizzlies. I had a press conference in front of the stadium to let him know, get this black man another second chance. Don't just throw him away now. But then he started doing constantly negative stuff. So I started questioning, did I do the right thing? Yeah. And again, here with Michael Vick, and I wrote Michael Vick a letter every week. I said, hey, bro, I believe in you. You did make a mistake. Just give it to God at this point, and then when you come out, you're going to be a better person. He said, Mr. Rose, to be honest, I'm glad I did go to jail because I was heading down the wrong path. I wasn't studying the playbook. I was going to strip clubs every night. Jail got me focused. I'm like, what you mean by that? He said I wasn't focused. Well, I said, what, now it's time to get refocused. So when you get out of here, you'll be a better man. I look at me, and people thought I was crazy because I had a lot of rallies at the Georgia Dome. They said, "Why you supporting a dog fighter?" I'm supporting a man that's needs some help, you know. And did my research. He wasn't a bad person. Now his brother's a whole different person, you know. So I said, "Well, Mike, you're gonna be okay when you get out of here." So when he got out, he signed another $100 million contract with the Eagles. You know, now he's debt free. And people thought I was crazy. You know, why you supporting that dog? Peter went after me bad, y'all. I mean, they was threatening my life. But, you know, what I seen what my dad went through, that stuff don't faze me. And I kept going. So when he came in town and he was signing autographs in Gwinnett County, I said, Gerald Rose, New Order. He's like, that sounds like that organization that helped me out. Because I didn't really meet him one-on-one. And I said, Gerald Rose, New Order. So what happened, he told the security, he said, man, let me speak to that brother. I need to speak to him because that's the guy that never gave up on me. And he started crying. You know, I said, what's wrong, Mike? He said, bro, you didn't give up on me. And I really appreciate what you did. You was there for me through the hard times, you know, and I really appreciate, you know, what you did. I said, hey, I'm just doing my job, you know, for the people. So, and there was a high-profile case in Jackson, Mississippi, James Craig Anderson case. It was all on CNN, and I was like, I'm not waiting on Jesse and Al and them. I can do this. So I went to Jackson, Mississippi. A carload of 4 white teens ran over a black person. They committed a hate crime. It's like they came from Forsyth County to Atlanta to commit a crime. And when I found out it was 4 white people in the car and only one got charged, I said it's unacceptable because if me and 2 other black people got in the car and did something, we all getting what? Yes. So I went up there and I said, I'm not going to stay. I'm going to stay in your face. And the DA was black, you know, and he has the power to charge. I was like, what is you waiting on? Don't you know it's the other way around? You'll be arrested. Right. You know, so I went up there and got, his name was Dedman. It was all over the news. It was back in like 2011. Just Google the case. So I'm in this business to get solutions. I'm not here just to be seen. And I really appreciate all y'all. You know, we might fight sometime, but at the end of the day, you know, it's nothing but love. Yeah. Yeah, and the whole staff is just, I'm like, God, why me? He said, why not? Because you're really helping people. Now, if I knew you was just playing and all that, I'm not going to keep blessing you. You know, and I got a new chapter started yesterday. So we're in 19 cities now. You know, so we all got, like you say, stay focused. Yeah. You know, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get into
Let me piggyback off change real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
To anyone that's watching, don't be afraid of change.
Mississippi.
Yes, we're gonna be doing this show until God said we can't do it no
Yes,
more. But I hope
Nima,
it ain't gonna be
Nima.
too soon. You know, then to her left we have Mr. Antonio, who was a former correction officer at the Clayton County Jail. Investigator, I'm sorry. And we also have his wife, Miss Natalie Robbins,
Sergeant.
former sergeant at the Clayton County Jail. And you said we keeping it real, so it's your time to let us know what kind of keeping it real you're talking about.
Hey, Gerald, listen.
Put the mic to your mouth.
Gerald, we're going to keep it real.
Yeah, keep up
All
the
right.
mic. Yeah.
Going back to what we said about getting a job faster at McDonald's than you could at Clayton County Jail.
You gotta be joking, bro.
I'm not joking.
That's keeping it real. That's really keeping it real.
We're going to keep it real.
Let's keep
So
it real.
you're saying you can get a job quicker getting hired at Clayton County Jail than getting hired at McDonald's?
Yes.
Because you know why?
Why?
They want bodies. They don't want quality.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you let me tell you the process. And hopefully they have changed it since I've left.
Okay.
But
No.
the process, which I doubt they have changed.
They have not.
But the process is you come there, you apply for a job,
Okay.
right? What you want to be? You want to be a correction officer, Gerald? You know, if you want to be a correction officer, I'm going to fill out your form. I'm going to fingerprint you.
Okay.
Your fingerprint come back, you don't have no murder, no major crime.
Right. Right.
Take your picture. Look like a good fit young man, you
Okay.
know, to
Right.
work here.
Right.
If you have high school diploma,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not even going to get into that part.
Wait a minute.
The high school diploma don't matter neither. You ain't got to
So they don't check for a high school diploma?
Well, they check for the high school diploma, but then it's a lot of loopholes that goes
with
that,
it.
go, that goes with that. So we'll get into that. That'll be another conversation.
Wow. Wow.
But for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take you in a little hallway to make sure you can run down a hall. Make
What?
sure you can.
What?
Like physical
Like a
training?
little physical training.
Physically, yeah.
They
physically.
do it inside the.
Yeah, in the little hall, I take you down and
Make
you
sure you
run.
can
You run
run.
up, do little push-ups, and I'm going to recommend you. Say, I like Gerald,
Hired that quick.
and you're going to go to my friend here,
Okay.
and I like you, so you're going to like me too.
Right, right.
And we're going to recommend it, and next thing you know, we're going to give you an offer letter. Right? Now,
I ain't hear nothing about no. Did you have any experience?
Right.
You don't have to
You
have.
feel me? Infinity.
Well,
I ain't hear him
no
say yeah, yeah.
experiences?
No,
well,
you-
as I told you, we're looking for bodies. They was looking for bodies, right? So, if you're willing to go inside the jail and sit there and sit on someone, you know, your chances of getting hired is 90%, 95% chance, right? Now, where it gets a little weird,
Mm-hmm.
I give you an offer letter that you start working, right? I give you a start date.
Right.
I don't do your psychological. I do your psychological once you're already working.
You're
What?
already
That's
working.
backwards,
and
ain't it?
yeah,
Yes.
it's backwards.
You-
You're supposed to
yes.
complete all that
You're-
first
you're-
before you physically are there.
Right. So
Right.
And you haven't went to no training, no
training.
no academy.
Now, don't
right?
you go to what's the name of that the thing that y'all go to?
basic jail school.
Basic jailer school.
His
There's-
name's something else. I thought Post.
Well, basic jailer school gets you to have your that's part of your post.
Okay.
So once you complete basic jailer school, then that's your post,
Okay,
right? So
right.
now you done complete that. Now you're good. You go to post. You get all your certificates. You submit all the hours that you put in through your post because you have to do every week. There's something that you have to do. Whether this week you're getting pepper spray, next week you're getting tased, or just a physical and just a different testing.
Right. Right.
Pretty much just giving you a overview on how the jail works from A to
Right,
Z.
right.
Right. That's what they're supposed to do, but they don't do that.
But the kind of go on a little backdrop, you know, to be all fairness to the sheriff,
Okay.
right? You
Okay.
know, I don't want to sit here and just speak all negative about him.
Okay.
Right. You have a year, and I'm only speaking from experience working in background recruiting. You have a year that you can work without having your basic jailers
Is that
certification.
normal?
It's normal across the board.
Okay.
Now, but the problem is, you're still supposed to train your employees or train them as to what to
Right.
do,
Gotcha.
Right.
how to do it. So what's happening is now we're placing people, we're hiring them, we're putting them in the psychological after the fact, so which means they can be crazy as a doornail but we don't know because we done already hired them.
Right.
They go up to the housing unit. They go through maybe a week long training. Part of that training is during that week they go to a classroom. They go through the orientation paperwork. They take a tour of the jail, and I guess they call it on-the-job training if that's what you want to call it.
But that's not. Really.
But that's not what's going on, because I've given several officers this lecture. Do not go in this jail being friends with these inmates.
True.
Right.
That's true.
And
Manipulation.
That's
true.
Because I don't want to have to put the handcuffs on you, right? As an investigator,
Okay.
my job in CID was, you do something like that, you get to meet me,
Gotcha.
right?
Right.
So part of the problem is that we're hiring bodies instead of
And not
qualified
experienced people.
qualified individuals.
Right.
We're hiring people that really don't know the job. They really don't want the
Strippers.
job.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
There has been
Strippers.
rumors that there's been strippers that has been hired. And again, like I said, because of the nature of my
Like-
position, is certain things that I can't say,
Right.
right now. But there has been rumors of strippers, which she got
I can say
She got a
I can
comment.
say all of it, right?
Okay.
And like I said, again, this is not to bash the sheriff, but we keeping it real. Like we said, we gonna keep it real.
Keep it real.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
right.
we gonna keep it real.
That's
bro.
our logo.
So they're strippers. They're even. I worked with the stripper, right?
Okay.
The stripper is now a sergeant, a lieutenant.
Because she
probably.
did special favors.
Because she gets, she's special or whatever. Whatever the case is. I'm not going to say, again, I'm not saying no names, but we know. The people that work there know what's really going on. It's something deeper inside. So
Right,
this is
right.
all like a personal thing that everybody got going on at this
So you
jail.
say everybody in the jail knows about
The
it?
inmates know that she's a stripper. The inmates say, "Oh, you
That's
used
why
to
they don't
work
respect
at,
the
you
correction
used to work at Magic City. Oh, you
Real?
these inmates know. So, and that's what we're talking about, background check. Because if you check the background check, I would not hire you, because guess what? You used to be a stripper. People's gonna know you. That's an iffy situation.
Wow.
I understand that people change or they want to get out or whatever. I get it, but again, there's just a lot that goes into it, especially when you're dealing with inmates. These are criminals that we're
She
dealing
can
with.
be back there dancing for the inmates.
This
and they
is
can
not
be
a
contrabanding and
The winner gets commissary.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Right.
That's probably what's happening for real. But again, like myself, like I've worked at other jails. Gwinnett, we can use Gwinnett as an example. In Gwinnett, when I tell you that jail is immaculate, that jail it's a jail.
Like Hollywood.
It is. It is like Hollywood, but with order. Like, they do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
Right? There's not, first thing when you come in at Gwinnett County, they're going to look at your charges, see what you have, and have you been here before? Or are you a threat to general population? Do I
Sound
need to
like a
put you in a
secret
special pod?
society.
Are you, maybe are you part of the LGBT community? Do I want to put you in the regular general population, or do I want to put you over here on the other side where, because, things happen, right? You got some people that's been in there, they ain't seen a woman, so they see one that's, a lot of things can happen, right?
Right.
So, and it's called classification. That's the major difference. Clayton County, there's no classification. You come in, you can have a regular traffic ticket. Again, you're going to go to a murder floor 9 times out of 10. And you're going to be stabbed before you get out of there.
Do they mix felonies with
Yes.
misdemeanors?
Yes.
Everywhere.
They have
That's
felonies.
dangerous.
They have
It is.
felonies.
And the
inmate
doors,
workers.
certain doors ain't locking?
Well, the problem, what I have found with Clayton County, everything boils down to leadership.
Yep.
Okay.
Leadership. Right? And I'm gonna explain what I mean when I say this. You have the sheriff who have his best man, right?
Right.
That goes to the police academy, and he comes out police academy. He's a colonel. As you know, a colonel takes a while to get there. You need some experience. But now you're like the third or fourth in the command.
You have
Right.
Just getting hired?
Just getting out of the
Coming through the
academy.
door.
Because guess what? We're friends. We're buddies.
Wow.
Right? You have people out there that's the sheriff. I've heard him and I listened to him in his commission meetings, and he speaks about we don't have any employees. We don't have the funding. We need no workers. The problem comes in at is that you're taking correctional officer slots and you're giving it to your friends. Who's secretaries or masseuse or other
That's not safe.
individuals.
Sure.
And so they're getting paid the correctional officer salary, but they're not doing. They're not in the jail.
They're not doing the work.
They just want the money.
But they're there.
They're not. They don't just want the money. They're getting paid this money, right? So think of a correctional officer going through getting feces thrown on you.
What?
Getting, inmates trying to attack you, don't want to do, what they're supposed to do. Now you got to tase them and pepper spray them. And you got your friends over here getting this pay, and they're not going through what we going through, and they're barely at work.
Don't forget Cash App now. Don't forget the Cash Apps.
Oh, and let me tell you.
Because what happens with the Cash Apps, you come in there for a traffic violation.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the cell. You're in the orientation cell. You're in there with the gangbangers and everyone. They come in there and say, "Hey, Gerald, listen. You need to get on that phone to call your people, man. I need $1,000
money.
Oh,
right?
that's famous.
I need $1,000.
That's.
And if I don't get $1,000, you're gonna get stabbed."
We have to go to another break. Please hold that thought. Yeah, this has been Keeping It Real with New Order, and I hope we get at least one phone call. Please call us at 470-689-3832.
Don't be scared to call in,
all right,
guys.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rear view mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? You have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe interaction for both you and the officer.
I hope these few tips help you as it relates to dealing with law enforcement and traffic stops. Not only in traffic stops, but in all encounters with law enforcement. We hope that all our encounters are safe for the citizens as well as for our officers. Again, we want you to be safe, and if you have any problems with the Douglasville Police Department, don't hesitate to give us a call and make your concerns known. I would add that Georgia is a right to carry state, and we hope that if you are carrying, that on these traffic stops and all encounters, please let the officer know that you are carrying. This will ensure your safety and our officers' safety. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God keep our community safe. We are one.
Welcome back to Keeping It Real with New Order. Again, you can call in at 470-689-3832. You can visit our website at www.nonhro.org, or you can send us an email at n1992order@yahoo.com. We have about 13 minutes left into the show. What you have brought to me definitely need to be addressed. Definitely. And I know this is even half of the stuff that's what's going on inside that jail. Y'all remember Victor Hill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all ever work under his leadership?
No, I didn't work under his leadership.
What about you? You never?
No, I never had the chance to meet Victor Hill. I heard a lot about him, but never had the chance to meet him.
Okay. But he wasn't a perfect person, but when he was facing 35 indictments, he came to me. I said, Mr. Rose, I need your help. I said, what's going on? I'm facing some time. And, what's going on? So he kind of explained what happened. And I said, Victor, as soon as you came in with your own people, you was under attack. He fired all the white people and brought his own staff in, that's nothing doing wrong. But once and the first black sheriff in Clayton County, I said, I know you're going to be under attack. But he gave him a reason. But I never heard these type of things under his leadership, because when you go to his jail, he ran it like a boot camp.
It was no issue.
Like he walked down, like they walked down the hallway. They got to turn their back to the wall.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, now, did Allen
The
does
inmates,
that?
no, no.
He don't follow no rules.
You're right.
I think that he do it.
No kind of discipline.
But what happened is Sheriff Allen used what they call the Chick-fil-A mentality.
Okay.
We're in a jail.
Right.
We're not, unfortunately, we're not at Chick-fil-A. And when I say the Chick-fil-A mentality, these inmates run the show.
jail.
They run the jail.
They don't even respect the sheriff.
And there has been times that, it's just the things that they do, the favoritism. I'm going to give you an example of something that took place. I had a case in my early on when I started my investigation career with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office, where one of the sheriff's friends, I guess, worked in the kitchen.
Okay.
I guess you have people that work in the kitchen. The guy beat up the inmate, and I'm watching the inmate run from the guy, literally running.
Right.
And the guy tried to defend himself. Would you believe that they wanted me to charge the inmate? And I'm like, why? My lieutenant I had at the time, he called me. He said, Robbins, he said, please tell me you got everything from A to Z covered. Mm-hmm. He said, because I'm getting calls from the sheriff, from the major, from everyone want to know why did Robbins arresting the sheriff's friend. I said, well, because the sheriff's friend committed the crime, right? Mm-hmm. They told me to stand down. But then after I showed them the video, then I guess they kind of gave me permission to proceed. The problem we're having is when you can't, as a sheriff, you can't be everybody's friend.
That's true.
You can't just have a Chick-fil-A mentality, because that's why you're getting complaints and people calling you stating their son has been stabbed or they're being extorted, right? Mm-hmm. We're not protecting these people. We're not protecting these individuals.
They're not. Everybody in that jail is in danger. I'm sorry. More people are going to die. They're going to continue to die. So long as we have Sheriff Von Allen there, they're going to continue to die.
Look in the camera and give him some solutions.
While he's out, the people, the inmates that are in Clayton County Jail, they're going to continue to die. I'm sorry to say it like that. As a sergeant, as a former sergeant, they're going to continue to die. Again, I'm going to repeat it. They're going to continue to die. Wow. The sheriff is not doing anything about it. This is not Chick-fil-A services. This is people's lives. These are people's families, sons, mothers, daughters. We have to do something. And the only way that this can be taken care of is if we, the people, go in and we vote. Everybody has to participate, because this is something that's not going to happen overnight. Again, people are going to continue to die at Clayton County Sheriff Office. We're not doing nothing about it. There's not enough manpower there. They don't have enough staff. People just go there just for a check. They're having balls. Okay, they have TVs in the visitors, you know, at the sheriff office with the ball up. You know, this lavalier ball that we have, but again, inmates are dying while they're at the ball dancing.
Right.
So we need to do something about this quick, fast, in a hurry.
Right.
It's really this, and it hurts my heart, and that's why I am the former sergeant of Clayton County Sheriff Office, because I could not continue to watch the inhumane and the things that are going on at this jail. Call it, say what you want to say, or feel how you want to feel, but this is real, people. I was there. I was in it. From intake to on the floors, in the dorms, visitation. I was there, a sergeant. I had a mother come up there crying about her son is about to die because he needed to be extorted. I have inmates telling me, Sarge, you know, I got this cash app, but you can't manipulate me because I'm not weak. They didn't hire a weak person. I was a great person working there. They didn't hire, I was never weak. You know, I never slip anything to no inmate because I don't play that. But you got people that are working there that does slip things to inmates, and that's why they got so much drugs, so much contraband, and so much leverage over all the officers that's there. That's why the officers are now scared. You got officers running out the pod. That should not be happening at all. That should not be happening.
And running out the pod, I want to just chime in real quick. Just something that just came to me, and it was kind of funny. There was a scene I saw when I was working there, and the correction officer, and chime in, you remember this. The correction officer had the taser on.
Oh my God.
On the inmate.
Special, the mental health.
On the mental health.
What?
And was like,
no,
don't move.
Hold on. We have a taser, right, on our belt. This is our duty belt here, right? So you got a taser, you got handcuffs, you got pepper spray or whatever, you know, that you need, right? That's all you're gonna have. So there's a special pod, which is a female's floor, right? And so you have two female officers. There's one in the tower, and there's one that's going to distribute. And really quick, I'm not going to take long because I know we got, you know, she goes in, and long story short, she tried to tase the mental health person, and she drops her taser. You know what the mental health person did? They picked up that taser while that officer, and she's like, taser, taser. Are you kidding me right now? Where's the training? Where's the training?
Right.
Where's the training? And these are strong people. These are strong mental health people.
Yeah.
These people are strong.
Yeah, they vary.
What I like to do now, since we're about to wrap it up, I think we got less than maybe 10 minutes. I want to see if my co-host would like to say some final encouraging words. I know you used to encouraging people, which is a good thing, because you do encourage me, you know, some things. I might be wrong with something, but she, you know, say, hey, Jerry, you know you was wrong, but kind of get some encouraging words to our viewers.
I just want everybody to don't be afraid of change. We have to get out in the community and do something. Like, those are our children inside the jail. Like, we have to be a voice for them. We have to change. We have to cast the devil out because they in there taking all of the energy from them and no telling God knows what.
Don't tell them what else they take.
No telling what else they taking from them. But I just want to just radiate peace, radiate love, radiate healing, and bring balance to our community and to the jail. And let's enjoy good health, and let's celebrate abundant gifts every day.
Appreciate that.
If I could, I just want to speak directly to the sheriff, if I could.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, Sheriff Allen, I know you probably think that everyone is against you. We're all against you, but we as an organization, we as a community, we just want peace. We want organization. We want leadership. We want you to show that leadership that we know that you can show. The problem that we're having is, sir, is that you don't listen to your employees. You're not taking the time to listen to the solutions that can save this county money, save inmates their lives. And I'm here not to bash you, but I'm here, again, to be a part of that change. And it is my hope and desire that if you're looking at this video or if you're looking at this live show, that you would just take the time to sit back, reflect and just listen.
And hear our outcry.
And
Find God, please. Find the source.
Yes.
We need you with the source of God and look inside that jail and do what's right.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And that's important because you have to put God first in everything that you do. And like I said, I've tried to speak to the sheriff personally to try to give suggestions, but I guess
you're not his friend.
I guess I wasn't a part of the clique.
Yeah.
Right? But you can learn something from everyone, right? I have learned things from kids. So you don't have to be a doctor or a major or a colonel to have a solution.
Right.
If you just take the time to listen, we can save lives. Why is it always in our community that we do our own people this way, right? And it just goes back to that slave mentality.
Yeah.
We need to sit back
We gotta do better.
and focus and do better. I just ask you,
We gotta do better.
take your time, do better.
Nima.
What I want to say to our young people is please put down the pistols, pick up the pencils, because another victim dies, another mother cries. I'm telling our young people, please stop the violence. We came from kings and queens. We didn't come from no thugs. And if you know the history of where our people came from, I think a lot of stuff wouldn't be going on. But it's like they just wilding out.
Yeah.
And also about racism, if it's not slavery, it's segregation. If it's not segregation, it's discrimination. If it's not discrimination, it's intimidation. If it's not intimidation, it's incarceration. If it's not incarceration, it's prejudice. If it's not prejudice, it's poverty. If it's not poverty, it's unemployment. I mean, racism ain't never going nowhere, but us killing each other, that can easily stop. But racism is here for life. I hate to say it. That ain't never going nowhere. But us educating our own people, like you said, I'm here for change, and I think our young people need to refocus. And I know a lot of parents are not in the home. I do realize that.
Change the perspective.
But don't be afraid to cry out to a stranger. Me, I would definitely talk to you. But I just hope that, and then to Sheriff Allen, like you said, we don't hate you, Sheriff Allen. It's just the fact, things that you're doing, we disagree on, because the jail is mostly ran by black folks, ain't it?
Yeah.
And you think the governor care?
Nope.
No, he don't care. Oh, they killing each other.
Nope.
But if that was Cobb County, Gwinnett, and all that, they would have been there and took action. I'm just keeping it real on that. Like DeKalb County and Fulton County, because it's all run by black folks. As long as they keep killing each other, we ain't got nobody. They kill, when Victor Hill got in trouble, then we got to leave. When Victor Hill got in trouble, when he put that white man in that chair, they got him.
Yeah.
They got him.
That was crazy.
Yeah. But we have to go ahead and end our show. I can't wait till the next fourth Saturday next month. Keeping it real with New Order. To my co-host, Miss Infinity. Again, thank you for being with me, and we going on this journey together.
Thank you.
My job is to get a lot of subscribers, but it's going to take us hard work to do it.
What I say, tap in, tune in, let's build.
Okay. All right. One final say, y'all, because I know I hit the red light that came on.
Nothing for me.
Nothing for me.
All right, this has been Keeping It Real with New Order. Again, for more information about the organization, please visit our website at www.nonhro.org. And to my New Order family across the world,
New Order for life.
New Order for life.